Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Space Empires 5. I'm your other host, Galvin. Where today we're going to start off by developing smaller weaponry, which just basically allows us, put our current weapons on, friggin' ships. Or not ships, fighters. And we're also going to start developing astrophysics. We do need to start on stellar manipulation. We are so far ahead in weapons and shield technology that I need to start spending my points elsewhere. And we're going to develop a carrier this episode as well, with any luck. Processing after all player turns. So, yeah, we know they're freaking spying to shit. Those jerks. Alright, cancel your current order. We're gonna wait to see what they do. We still have an unanswered political message, is that so? No. I'm not doing it, don't care. So yeah, we're up to level 15 smaller weapons, so we have decent Mason blasters now. Stellar manipulation, we can actually start building a monolith facility, oh dear lord. I don't even remember what that does. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, next level we get gravitational weapons and null space weapons, neither of which are particularly good because they're ordnance-based. The Graviton Hellbore is something, but it's terrible because it's a missile-based weapon, can't benefit from the whatchamacallit's weapon mounts. So we're actually going to start researching a bit of stellar manipulation since we actually can. Get some basic technologies. And actually, before we do that, a Crystalline Carrier. It's time we developed one. This is going to be, again, pretty simple. Don't need much. The first thing I suppose we will need is half of the stuff has to be dedicated to fighter bays. Now, this doesn't mean half of everything you place, unfortunately. Yeah, inner hull and outer hull. Still feels stupid having fighter bays there. Now, where was I? Fighter base. So we actually, it's half of the maximum. So we have to have at least 750 dedicated to fighter bays. Which we can do. With relative ease. It's already done, but we will go above and beyond the Call of Duty on this. As is necessary. And at some point I really need to level up the master computer. Good. Okay. I mean, heck, a couple of shield generators. And put out some thrust with our quantum engines. And we're good to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Max of 12 movement. Good. Okay. That's what I like to see. So, we still have a little left over. This is the most expensive thing we've ever built. Seriously? More expensive than the Death Star almost? Almost. Should probably put a set of sensors on it, if nothing else. There. Now it's all the expensiveness. But either way, this select design type, it is in fact a carrier. Set design name... a Cockland Carrier. Alright, great. We have the Cockland Carrier. But of course we need something to stick on the carrier. So it's high time we build the crystalline large fighters, which require cockpit, life support. Doesn't require much beyond it, And we only have 75 kilotons available here, so everything you'll notice tends to be scaled down a lot. I'm trying to remember, it's like, how much can you put on these things? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm pretty certain that's the max. Apparently not. 18, finally. Alright, we have something. Okay. Only have 18 movement. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that's a start. Again, let's put on our cockpit life support. What are the afterburners? Additional movement during combat. Yeah, throw on the afterburner. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I mean, things provide 116 shield points per, so it's pretty good. Each of these is 20 damage around. Okay. I would wager we need a little more. Actually debating if we really need any more shield generators than what we got. I think we need to pump more into firepower. And a small supply storage. Perfect. Super fast, super agile. It's got a lot of shield points. And pretty decent, actually. It is a fighter. Set design name. Kylock class fighter. Cool, great. So we now have the Cockland Carrier and the fighter craft somewhere. Apparently. I'm pretty certain I hit create. Let me double check if I can build one. Yeah, it's a unit, okay. Following the construction of that, I wouldn't mind a Cockland Carrier. And I'm trying to remember, like, how many fighters can this carry, actually? Can launch fighters can provide to... Yeah. It doesn't actually say how many this can carry. But let's make an assumption here. 250, it says, yeah? Let's just assume that's how much it can carry. The Kylock class fighter is an astounding 75 kilotons, if I'm not mistaken. Yes? Yes. So we shall assume then 3 per cargo, or three per thing. So the Cockland class carrier, thus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18, 27, 36, 40? There's 40 of those, so 120? Yeah, alright, 120 fighters. Well, that's a lot. It's going to take 15 turns to build that many fighters, but I think it'll be worth it eventually. Eventually. Oh dear. That's what the constructors are for. They're to, you know, spend some time. Anyway, we spent enough time on this turn. So let's see what our lovely alien friends decide to do. That's, they're the people I'm taking the most interest in. What will they do? We've got a ship in the system. They can't hide from it. Unless they've got cloaking. Which would be impressive considering that's fucking level 4 physics. That'd be expensive. Then again, I'm doing stellar manipulation, so I probably shouldn't be talking about expensive. Well, we have no idea where they went. They, I'm guessing, went somewhere. Probably, for all I know. Wait, that still can't move? Oh wait, that's the other one, right? Go. Backspace on your orders. Backspace on your orders. One uninstalled political message and a ship without orders. Ah yes, the Archangel's Constructor class is ready. So yeah. This thing can do alright. I mean, it can build a Bukhara class carrier in 3 turns. Can't argue with that, right? Death Star in 9 turns. Still not gonna... Yeah, no, let's not. Let's never build one of those. I mean, just... maintenance cost. It's way too high. It's fun to build, but impractical for the time being. So yeah, this thing capable of constructing a lot. That's why we're going to send it to Nulum. It will act as our colony ship constructor, and we will continue our work. So, we now have the ability to build the monolith facility. Let's talk about it, shall we? It's the first thing you get in stellar manipulation, which is really interesting. It's just a neat little thing that works kind of like the solar generator, which is why I haven't bothered to do much about it. However, it's completely irrelevant to the number of stars in the system, and it's stupid efficient. Like, compared to anything I'm making, I don't even know. It is stupid efficient. Like, stellar manipulation is endgame tech. I mean, I'm not going to get very far. But hell, even a few levels into the monolith facility is impressive. There's a lot of levels of it, and I'm going to need a lot more research points. Say that much. Alright, first things first, we're going to start upping applied research. We're going to get applied research to 30. Then we're going to start upping our game. And our output of tech. Like, we should be able to hopefully double our tech output, if not more, from the upgrades. Start pumping out 300,000 tech points. But yeah, a few levels of monolith facility. It's like, yeah, alright. There you go. No, we're not allying ourselves with you. So yeah, the Adrenal's constructor. I've got no enemies. It's probably an ambush on the other side of the warp point. While moving through the warp point, really? Is one of those warp points I've got to check again? Yes, yes it is. Well, now I feel like an idiot. That's probably why that ship was so shitty. But illustrates something. This is just an empty system. Interesting. They are pretty rare. Okay, regular warp point. Well, that ship's stuck forever on that side now. I should consider resupply bases too. But I've got a long way to go on upgrading applied sciences first. One ship without orders. Ah, yes, the Cockland class carrier. This will be a while. I'm trying to remember. Transfer cargo, right? Yeah, this is where I'd have to go. The Keylock class fighter. I have to move cargo left on that. Cargo space, yeah, 10,000 kilotons. You ready? Yeah, you ready. Okay, yeah, I know the ship has no orders. It will not have orders for probably 21 turns. While it loads up on fighters. Don't get me wrong, those fighters will be enough to take down even anything. But it's got a lot of fighters to build. It'll take a while. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, keep on proposing your treaties. Target acquired. Alright, you have your engagement order. Let's go attack combat. First actual combat. Here's a Bukhara class light cruiser. I mean, we should have no problem here. With 7,500 shield points and 7,000 structure points. They have a total of 2,000 armor and structure, so should be no problem. This is probably pretty dated. Boom. Boom. So, yeah. Alright. I would say that puts me at a pretty guaranteed significant advantage. Because even if that wasn't, you know... Like, that had to... I am hoping that was a scout ship. There's no way the AI is that far behind. This vehicle is damaged? No, it isn't. There's no way they got through the shields. Anyway. We obviously aren't going to go anywhere farther along Coltan. Interesting. Well, it's a black hole, didn't even realize. I was like, hang on. Oh, maybe it was in the process of collapse or something. Sometimes takes a while. One unanswered political message, 2 ships without orders. Alright. This Bukhara. Go repair. Oh, yes, the Cockland. That'll be a while. As, you know. Just keep moving. Cargo to the left. Yes. You can actually move people around as well. 1 unanswered political message and 1 ship without orders. Yeah, that's fine, actually. End turn. They were blocking that warp point before. I have to assume that their home is somewhere around here. On one of the areas. I guess the black hole is probably why, and the low ship size limit is probably... Aha, they have another ship. Hey, we found their, one of their systems, looks like. I don't think so. I'm interested to see what kind of shit you've got. Class Foscani, light cruiser. Ordea, light cruiser. Alright. Okay. Wanna send, yeah? Alright, if they want to engage us in combat, that's fine. But more importantly, we just got a ton of scan info on them. Let's have a look at some of their ship designs, shall we? I believe that's in combat simulations. The Morco and the Foscani. Cloaking. Holy shit, a cloaking device. Alright. I didn't give them too much credit, but they rammed cloaking. Interesting. Okay. Okay. That's impressive. That's a technology even I do not possess. Never would I have thought. Let's just be cautious, I suppose. No need to overdo it. I mean, I only went to physics too. I mean, there's gravitational weapons at 5, but it's still not really. Like, maybe. I don't know. Who's to say? Yeah, oh well, we're still going to go through with applied to 30. Yep. Now, let's see. If in the middle of our opponent's turn, if he will daringly mount an assault. That we shall see. Doesn't look like it. Looks like he's wisely chosen to simply avoid. Perhaps for the best. I mean, even though that thing is wounded, I would wager it's still in pretty good shape. Yeah, it looks like they haven't managed to move too much beyond light cruisers yet. I haven't either for production reasons, but, you know. I could probably move on to dreadnoughts now, maybe. Probably not quite dreadnoughts, probably battleships. But either way, that's going to be it for today's episode. We've come across our first alien inhabited system. Alright. We're going to send you back to resupply. Unfortunately, they're warships, so they're not quite as capable as we would have hoped. Alright, where is the Archangelsk constructor anyway? We're waiting for it. There's a Bukhara. There's the Archangelsk constructor. This thing only can move 12 as well. It's already outdated. Everything in this game is outdated at all times. Just at the rate you iterate. I get new techs. Alright. Anyway, that's going to do it for today, folks. Now I have to decide what we're going to be researching next after applied research, because we're probably only, I don't know, 6-7 turns out from getting it. And it's always choices. Thank you everybody for watching. This has been your lovely host, Calvin, signing off.